All right, guys. I'm here. And I dragged myself off of Fortnite because they're doing a Star Wars themed season.
Hey, you're not the only one. I pulled myself away from Expedition 33.
I pulled myself away from Zero Escape.
You're playing Zero Escape? Cool.
I'm just still playing Monster Hunter. I don't know about you guys.
Oh my god, you guys! Raven's here! Jesus! We got him!
Oh, hi, Raven!
No, I'm pretty traumatized from fighting the Zoshia, so I don't want to play Monster Hunter right now. He's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's definitely one you gotta be ready for.
Yeah, I'm not.
The pose he makes at the beginning of the battle, though, is just straight up the absolute cinema meme.
It's also something that if you've played past games, you recognize, and it strikes fear into your fucking heart.
He's literally a genetic abomination made out of different final bosses.
So it's Chimeramon?
Yes.
Kind of.
Kind of.
It's that, but like, that incredibly difficult final boss from this game and that game and that game. He's got all of their attacks.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
Cue the roll call.
Right!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Level up!
Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Greycaster, Robolane.
Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Greencaster, Zenshi!
Redcaster, Cho Raven.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 533. It's episode Girder.
Girder.
God.
One away from one of my boys.
You mean
Girder's
Gigasmon?
No. I actually brought Kelder to the Toronto Regional this year.
We were talking about this line last week, and I had them pull up a picture of Conkeldurr and Gigasmon and went, show me the difference.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody. If you're expecting to see Gar at all this month, tough luck. He is taking a break from social media and offline stuff offline for now. So
it's our most awaited theme month ever. Anti-Gar month.
No! I love Gar. Gar's a precious boy.
I'm kidding.
He will be missed. But
No,
only
honestly,
because we're all terrible shots.
No, honestly, with this episode of Gozyuger,
We're all stormtroopers.
I really, really fucking wish he was here to talk about it.
Me too.
If we are stormtroopers, we're not the ones from Andor.
One of them actually made a shot, I heard.
No!
I don't know if he actually likes the show, but the thing I gotta say is like, oh, Gar's not here. Who will speak positively about the bullshit that's going on?
This stormtrooper is a fucking hero, man.
Could you imagine if he pulled off his helmet and it's Finn?
Finn's not born yet!
I don't fucking know the timeline!
Andor takes place like 40 years before the sequel trilogy.
Finn's dad.
Ichi. I don't know the fucking Star Lord!
No, Finn was a test tube baby!
Oh yeah, you're
Aren't they
right, he
all?
was.
Yeah, all the stormtroopers were grown in the First Order. Except for Phasma.
They're all
Phasma was
homunculi,
fun.
which ties back into the topic of this week.
Oh
my god. Hope you're ready for a bloody fucking mess, because Jesus Christ.
Although, if you're watching this and having seen the feature
That was
topic,
last week. That was Easter.
What?
What? Oh, yeah, because Jesus?
Oh.
Because Jesus.
Jesus Christ is my response to that joke. Anyways, we're a bunch of stormtroopers who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing.
My trooper designation is TK013.
From Digimon?
No.
Not that TK.
It's their identification number.
Paul and Sal and I have been watching season 1 subbed because I've never watched Adventure original
God,
subbed.
I'm so sorry.
The only one, well, The only ones I haven't watched subbed are Adventure 1 and 2.
I can only watch Digimon in the English dub, like specifically like the Fox Kids, like 4Kids dub.
I watched
like
those
other?
for the first 4 of them, and then I went back and I watched Tamers and Frontier subbed. Everything else past that, I saw subbed.
Literally, as Digimon Tamers was airing in Japan, was the time I discovered watching anime in Japanese. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway, we're veering wildly off topic in many directions, so let's steer back on course. Our topics for this week are Gavv, episode 32, Gozyuger, episode 10, and our feature topic is the Lachesis special from Gotchard.
Yep.
Boy, oh bloody boy.
Leaf, Hunters did bad for a good reason.
I liked Hunters! Fuck everyone!
That's because you enjoy the fucking Kamen Rider Monster of the Week shit with no plot line in between.
Only when it lasts no longer than 10 episodes.
It lasted longer than 10 episodes.
No, Hunters was good because it built on the lore of the previous arcs. There was time skip type character development.
Yeah, and then it did fuck all with it and just did Monster of the Week bullshit.
Bagramon learned his lesson!
Nothing will beat Season 2 with War Greymon fighting Black War Greymon. That was the peakest shit in Digimon ever.
Black War Greymon! I will fully cop that Tageru sucks and is the least interesting protagonist in all of the franchise.
Yeah, that one.
But everyone else was cool.
It's okay, Jiva. We're not
The
fighting.
Choshinkas and Hunters were fun! Tell me you don't like Shohakaimon! Shohakaimon is the reason!
We're not fighting, Jiva. Don't worry. This is how we talk.
Everyone look up Shohakaimon's evolution sequence and tell me that's not fun!
Somebody put that in the chat. You'll understand why.
I'm going full Aaron Hansen rant tangent on this shit.
You're Aaron Rant.
Shohakaimon is the reason. Had the same energy as I'm the video game boy.
Remember in Cross
Yeah,
Wars
there it is.
when like the protagonist from the 5th season came and he fucking punched a bunch of Venom Myotis.
That wasn't just him. Every other previous Digimon protagonist showed up in that at the end of that series.
That was the only good part, though.
That was crazy.
Also I have to be on Ichi's side. That's fucking awesome as shit.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's super cool.
Okay, tangent over.
News time. News mode.
News time.
News mode.
So it's so funny that this week's Gozyuger was Showa themed because Gavv is announcing Showa Rider Gochizos.
About time.
Cool.
How much you want to bet that episode was an ad?
Oh, there's an immediate explanation on why both of these things just happened, because April 29th was Showa Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that explains that.
That explains literally everything forever.
Always?
Yeah, why not?
Woo.
So yes, as you can see, there's a little Kamen Rider Ichigo Gochizo. An Ichizo, if you will.
Ichigo. Gochizo.
Why does it sound like me as a Gochizo?
It does.
No,
Ichizo.
Paul, Ichi can't go. Ichi have to stay and watch the recording.
It's an Ichi stay.
Yeah.
This is my house.
Boo.
Ichizo.
Okay, so Bandai Japan announced on Showa Day that Gavv will release the Showa Rider Gochizo series. So it sounds like there's going to be more, but the only one they have a preview image of is the Ichigo one. We'll get more information about this later, but they will be available for pre-order at, surprising no one, Premium Bandai.
So eventually we'll get
Food is it meant to be?
Well, this one's the same model as the gummies.
People in the comments right now are saying Werther's original or those strawberry.
Yeah, they're all
those
Werther.
strawberry
Oh my God.
candies.
penny candies.
For
Yeah,
old
or
old
the
people.
lime
Werther's.
Yeah, those
No,
strawberry
Werther's
candies
are
with like the wrapper
good.
that looks like a strawberry.
No, I know exactly the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I know you do. The old people candy that's in a bowl and every old person has
Yeah.
this ever.
Riders love candy.
Pin, you don't have to fucking say it, man. People at work tell me like, "Oh, Lane, you're almost 40," and I'm like, "I know. Thanks for reminding me."
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
I know.
Much older people are also trying to make me feel old, and I'm like,
No, but I'm at the age where I'm just like fucking damn kids and their fucking TikToks and stupid dances.
And yet you play Fortnite like all
as
the
if
time.
you're one of them.
Yeah, but Fortnite caters a lot of shit that I love, so it's a very easy game to pick up and play when you don't have a lot of free time like I do. That's why I play it.
Anyway.
Also, I've spent a lot of money on the game.
Anyway, moving on. So in magazine scans, there was an update regarding Gozyuger showing us some of the upcoming Universe Warriors, aka the other rival Reds.
So yeah, we're getting some Gao Red, dude. We'll talk about him.
Gao Red is apparently.
We'll talk about him later.
It's apparently going to be reducing Goju Wolf to a literal pet dog.
And then Red Racer apparently is going to be played by a woman, so that's going to be really cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
So yes, Universe Gao Red, known as the #1 beast tamer.
Wait.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wow.
That pose that Red Racer's doing, that's kind of something that Ahim does in Gokyger. I wonder if they got Ahim's actor. That'd be amazing.
A bit of a stretch.
That'd be dope. I mean, she retired from acting, so... not.
100% not her, but that would be cool if it was.
I mean, she came back for the Gokyger special, 10-year special, so that was nice.
So Universe Gao Red, known as the #1 beast tamer, is a wanderer who travels from town to town, and with the power of his Sentai ring, he can control and manipulate beasts by playing his musical instrument.
Wait, so
it's the Pied Piper, I guess.
Yep.
So Horu really is on all physical, all spiritual levels except physical. I am a wolf.
He does have enhanced hearing.
Yeah.
Or no, it was enhanced smell.
Yeah.
He has
confirmed Horu is a fucking beast.
Interesting enough, I looked up this guy recently. He's a woman now, and he fully still embraces her wolf-like things. So, yeah.
So yes, thanks to his ability, he's able to control Goju Wolf.
Did they know they're a meme?
Oh, probably.
He attacks by firing arrows of light from his Falcon Summoner in arrow mode, as you can see in the one shot.
Falcon Punch!
Other Universe Warriors that will appear soon include Zuo Eagle, Volt Eagle, and Red Racer. We will find out more about them next month.
Cool.
Alright. In SH Figure Arts news, from King Oger, Spider Kimonos.
Yeah, I was the one who found that.
You mean Spider Kimonos? Oh, good! Our good boy Jeremy.
I every so often I think like, wow, I really like this ranger, and then a voice in my head goes, but is it Jeremy?
Well, this time it is.
I gotta say,
it is.
They nailed this figure art of him. Like, holy shit, it looks good. Look at the pose of him in the web. That's awesome. That's so Jeremy. That's so Jeremy.
This really is the anti-venom Spider-Man suit.
It really is.
Anti-venom, yeah.
I miss Jeremy.
We all.
Well, you'll get to see him again in the Boom Boom Kingo crossover.
That's right.
Except I don't know anything about Boom Boomger because I never finished it.
They are tired people. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Tired Ningans.
And maybe the leader has committed several murders that you guys kept randomly accusing him of.
That is our lore.
I did an unfortunate car accident.
My brain just went to the Death Note song. What up, Tired Ningen?
Yeah, no.
Hey, Tired
Ningen! You gotta finish Boom Boomger so you can watch them ride Megazord Ash Ketchum.
It was that weren't car accidents. They were car on purposes.
Car on purposes. Bravo, Emily.
Wow!
We missed you.
It wasn't that funny.
I want to hear someone read that as the criminal charge in a courtroom. You are charged with several car on purposes.
No, that'll be the final statement. The lawyer's final statement, just to try and rile up the jury.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Car accidents. Correction, Your Honor. They weren't car accidents. They were car on purposes.
No. I imagine the lawyers trying to refute whether these were on purpose or whether these were accidents. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, after all this evidence that's been presented, one must truly wonder if these were car accidents or if they were car on purposes.
Car on purposes.
Okay, so this figure it's 9350 yen. That's not bad.
Oh no, should I try for it?
I mean, you got the Jeremy plush, so
I do. I feel like I don't need anything more than the Jeremy plush, you know?
You know what? If you don't feel like getting this, you can at least probably try to get the changer, because the changer's probably like cheap.
I don't even like his changer.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not here for spider kimonos. I'm here for Jeremy.
It's funny because kind of, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's all of us. Honestly, we're all here for just for Jeremy.
I was never a huge fan of the kimono's power set.
I
that was
like
okay.
the suit.
Mech's cool.
I like the suit too.
I like the suit.
All right,
Yeah.
so this figure has the kimono slayer, the changed kimono's key, soft material used for the cape around the waist, ensuring a range of motion for hip joints, allowing the figure to do tricky poses. 145 millimeters
tricky
tall.
poses.
Yeah, it's got the kimono slayer, the venomic shooter, interchangeable hands. The spider legs of the kimono slayer features a movable gimmick, so you can like click the changer legs in and out.
Cool.
Let's see. What's more, the included kimono's keys are attached to the kimono's key holder. They can be removed, held by the wrist, and inserted into the slayer or shooter accessories and turned like an actual key.
Nice, actually.
It's a lot of freedom for posing. It's very cool.
Wow.
He needs to be able to pose or else he's not Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also needs to be able to create a bunch of bullshit lore.
Or else he's not Jeremy.
Premium Bandai web exclusive 9350 yen releasing February 2026.
You know what? If I would get him, I would just put him in a nap pose and just have him nap.
Yeah, just get
So
like
that's what
get a hammock that looks like a spider web and put him
Yeah,
in
I
it.
would probably do that
remember
too.
when Jeremy was like depressed? He'd like sleep in his spider hammock, and he was like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm like, aw.
I certainly do.
You really are,
George
but
was
it's
great.
okay.
George was great.
All right, very
Jeremy
cool.
is always great and never did anything wrong ever.
Press X to doubt.
Oh damn.
Moving on.
That's the point, though.
That's fun. All right, so we have some more updates regarding the double CSM stuff that we lightly touched on last week. So now we have more images of the upcoming Lost Driver version 2 from CSM.
I want it. So cool.
So yes, this is a complete selection modification, Lost Driver version 2. New electronic gimmick, including voice lines from Shotaro, Sokichi, and Katsumi. All for
It
users.
plays Nobody's Perfect?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god!
Includes BGMs, Joker of Fate, Nobody's Perfect, and The Power of E. Eternal's theme song is called The Power of E?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I love how you just zeroed in on that, Lane.
I mean, no, it's 100% the power of E.
For eternal,
No, but-
and not ecstasy.
He gets his he gets his
Nobody's-
powers from the drug.
Nobody's Perfect is such a good song, man.
It's like Snowflake,
I
but
know.
for ecstasy.
E,
Nobody's
E.
perfect.
Why is it Farquaad?
It's not Farquaad, it's Farquaplier.
Yeah, it's Markiplier and Photoshop.
It's Farquaplier.
No!
Yeah, I don't know where that meme came
Literally,
from.
Markiplier made a whole video about reacting to memes that people made of him, comparing him to other people. It's funny. Like they compared him to Colonel Sanders one point is weird.
Yep.
Oh.
Anyways, I want this Lost Driver so badly, but it's expensive as shit, so I can't get it.
So yeah, it lets you switch between 3 modes for each of the characters, so you can decide if this is Shotaro's Lost Driver, Sokichi's Lost Driver, or Katsumi's Lost Driver.
I want it to be my Lost Driver.
Where's the lane mode?
Yeah.
In addition, various sound effects from the movies and series, such as belt fastening sound, memory break sound.
Wait,
Everyone's favorite
It has
sound.
the sound that makes it go like.
That's actually huge.
That's awesome.
I was
I'm
laughing
surprised
at
they
it.
didn't do that before.
I was laughing at it as I read it, but that's actually fucking huge.
That's bad. Like the next step they could only do with like CSM belts is literally like you put it to your waist and then it like
It just deploys a fucking belt around
deploys
you.
the belt that fits like everyone.
We'll have to like I think like if they appropriated like seatbelt technology in a certain way, they could get away with it.
Yeah, like
That's gonna be expensive though.
That's every Rider's fan. Yeah, that would be $1,000 Rider belt decker. You're right.
At least.
Yeah.
You'd have to find
Maybe
a way to make
someday
a
they'd be able to
seatbelt
do
curve.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so. That's just so cool though. It just has the sound of like it going around your waist.
Easy,
That's
you
so
just
cool.
set it up to your pants, and you have like a little guide thing preset in the pants. So the minute you stick the buckle to it, it clicks into place, and then it just feeds itself around the little loop around your butt.
Why isn't the guide thing the belt then?
Well, I mean, then you couldn't slap it on your waist and have it extend the minute
See
you slap.
See, the funny thing is, certain belts are kind of already designed that way. Where if you think of belts like the Buggle Buckle or the Zwei, the main part of them that you hold is separate from the belt part that would be already attached to you. So you could like attach the belt part and then just like slam it onto the belt that's already on you.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yes, it includes belt fastening sound, memory break sound, and eternal red flare malfunction sound.
Oh, so you can do like the like,
think so.
like fuck it up. That's cool. Wow, this thing's awesome.
Which is it?
We'll get to that.
It's like yeah.
Aside from the standard transformation sounds, it also has the A to Z version transformation standby sound. And, apparently this is different, the A to Z Director's Cut version transformation standby sound.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There's the Director's Cut version?
Did the director not like the standby sound?
It's so clean.
So you can be, yeah, as Kizuna said, you can be Eternal or the cooler Eternal.
Yeah.
Oh, one is longer.
Oh, one's longer. Okay.
So this comes with 4 Gaia memories: Skull, Joker T2, Eternal T2, and Eternal T2. Oh, one of them has the blue tip, so I guess one of them's like the red flare and the other one's the blue flare.
Yeah, no, because like the red flare was the T1 Eternal, and then the actual Eternal is T2.
Okay, so the article mislabeled one of them as T2 when they're not both T2.
No.
As is standard with version 2 of CSM toys, it is equipped with a mutual communication feature with the driver. Thanks to this, you can unlock more play options if you have the CSM Double driver version 2.
That's nuts.
With the Joker memory from that release, you can recreate the 49th episode version transformation and the Kamen Rider Tyson version transformation.
Like,
what the fuck does that mean?
I can't say this, but like enough. But like, if you're a hardcore Double fan, like you're eating with all.
Yeah, you are eating well.
God damn.
Too bad Overkill will probably never buy any of these.
I think that means that if it's around a double driver of the same grade, that it can replicate.
No, I think what it's saying is the Joker memory from the other release creates these different sounds in this belt.
Okay.
But that's not all! Because of this playability feature, you can unlock hidden dialogue lines if you use the Gaia memories from the CSM Double Driver version 2 in the CSM Lost Driver version 2. Same thing applies if you use the Gaia memories from this release in the Double Driver version 2. Thus allowing you to unlock the theoretical Kamen Rider Double Cyclone Skull. As the timing of the transformation sound changes depending on which Gaia memory is on left or right slots of the Double Driver. That's huge.
Whoa!
So that means that that Double Driver actually functions the way it's supposed to, where if it's on the left, it goes first, and if it's on the right, it goes second.
Okay, so like literally, like the price of all these like CSM like double merch, like it is worth the price. Like, the amount of functionality with this shit.
I remember that was the one thing that disappointed me about the Gaia memories and the belt in the DX release. Memories that were designed for left slot had to be in the left slot, and vice versa with the right, or else the sounds would overlap each other. They were not designed to be modular.
Also, it was double was the first time that like I noticed that like the toy version and the prop version on the show were different, because the show ones have like a little silver button, but the DX toys don't. And I remember that I found that out, that bothered the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have done that to me too.
Yeah, I was like, no, they're not right.
Okay, so premium Bandai web exclusive, 39,600 yen, so well over $400.
No, with all the shit that this thing can do, that's worth it.
It is a lot of functionality, but it is 1 belt and 4 memories. So
that's so cool, man. Oh fuck!
And it's releasing in October, just in time for Halloween, because Skull.
Just for time for Pumpkin Christmas.
All right.
In time for the movie?
Just in time for the movie.
All right. In other double CSM news, we have the first announcement of the T2 Gaia memory sets, version 2. This is the A to G set. All right. So, it looks like we have Excel, Bird, Cyclone, Dummy, Fang, and Gene.
Wait!
Hold on. Oh, there's no E because Eternal.
One of these pictures has the double driver, and Cyclone and Excel is in the double driver. Are you saying that you can take the Cyclone and Excel memory and make a double combo with the double driver?
We were just talking about how these Gaia memories recognize which slot they're in the double driver.
Oh
so, yes.
My god! That's wicked.
And yes, I saw a video of someone using the Nazca memory, so you can make Kamen Rider Nazca or a variant that uses it.
Oh shit.
So yes, this is the A to G set. There's no E because E is eternal. So this is Excel, Bird, Cyclone, Dummy, Fang, and Gene. And this is huge because this is a Fang memory that doesn't have the giant fucking dinosaur attached to it.
I know, it's weird.
I know nothing about Double, so I'm just standing here nodding.
It's okay. Double's a really good show. It's a fun.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it's great, and it even got an anime. So.
Yep.
Double is good. It's one of the ones that a lot of people suggest is good for first timers, and I tend to agree.
Oh my god! So yeah, so literally you could take all these Gaia memories and
make
use
any
them in
combo
a double
you want.
driver and make any fucking combo. Holy shit!
Yes, sir.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
It's what the Gaia memories were always supposed to be. So yeah.
Why did it take them so long?
We could do like Trigger Metal or something, or like Joker Metal, like
Probably.
fucking. Oh my god, Cyclone Luna, like that. Oh, that shit sounds so cool.
Okay, so people are posting in the Discord the images of the other sets. So aside from A to G, we have H to N. It looks like Heat, Ice Age, Joker, Key, Luna, and Metal, and Nazca. And then O to T is Ocean. What the fuck is P? Puppeteer, Queen, Rocket, and Skull, and Trigger. And then U to Z is Unicorn, Violence, Weather, Extreme,
Violence?
Yesterday, and Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a Violence Dopant and Gaia memory.
I liked Arms. Arms was my favorite.
So you could, if you want, put that one in the Lost Driver and be Kamen Rider Violence.
Yo, all these like fan art of all these like different like Lost Driver forms are sick. The Excel one's sick looking.
Yeah, those are cool.
Dude.
Anyone listening or watching who wants to get a look at all these, you can check them out in the Castranger Discord in our community section.
That's the great thing. Like, you put a Lost Driver on, like, with any of these, like, fucking Gaia memories, and it's just, like, the name speaks for itself. Like, Kamen Rider Dummy, Kamen Rider Bird, Kamen Rider Violence, Kamen Rider Zone.
Which one would you be? Post in the comments.
I'd be Kamen Rider Metal. That'd be fucking sick.
I guess I'd go with Trigger.
Right?
Maybe Ice Age. Key would be fun. I imagine they just have a fucking Keyblade.
There's no dumbass Gaia memory. Come on.
It's Dummy. Kamen Rider Dummy!
Dummy!
That's how the Gaia memory sounds.
That means there'd be Kamen Rider Cockroach.
Oh, God. Well, not if a T2 version of that memory doesn't exist.
Oh, that's true.
Only the T2s work like that.
Oh, yeah, because C is Cyclone. That's right.
Yep. C is for Cyclone. That's good enough for me.
Anyways, go watch Double. It's great.
It's coded into my brain.
I've only watched the anime, so.
All right.
I'd say Double's like one of the few Rider shows that like was treated extremely well with all of its content.
Yeah. Okay. So for the A to G set, premium Bandai web exclusive, 14,850 yen, December release. So $150 for 6 highly modular Gaia memories. I mean, if you've got the money for the CSM drivers, I don't think that's going to be much of an object at this point.
I'd like to get the Excel memory, to be honest. T2 XL will be sick.
Yeah. There's the Cyclone Dopant from the movie, I think.
Yes, Cyclone Dopant was weirdly cool.
All right. Yet more Double news. CSM Eternal Edge. AKA Eternal's knife. his combat knife.
This was I remember this was the.
It has a slot for guy memory.
Yeah, this was the thing I always wanted them to make like an actual toy of. So I'm glad this.
It's a little more complicated than that because this is not only is this a re-release, but it's going to be a lottery sale re-release.
Ouch.
Oh no.
The Eternal Edge is 47 centimeters in length. Attack sounds with the trigger. Loading the Eternal memory will increase playability. Premium Bandai web exclusive 8,800 yen June release. The lottery sale acceptance period goes from April 28th to May 18th. Announcement for winners will be revealed in May. I don't know if this means that only people who are in the lottery will be able to get it. It's not fully explained, but I think this means that like they're doing a lottery and people will be awarded it, but you could probably also buy it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Alrighty. And our last news story is Kimito Totani, aka Kamen Rider Gavv, has announced his marriage and retirement.
It's the end of the end.
Wait,
sure
Gavv's retiring?
Yeah.
How could he?
I mean, you know what? He got time jacker powers. He kind of peaked.
What does it say when one peaks in Zeo?
Oh.
Why would you bring that out and just insult him like that?
So on his Twitter account, he revealed that he has married Rina Kurusu. They will support each other as a married couple and work towards building a home filled with smiles and hope that we will continue to watch over them with kindness.
This man played a character that he was such a thieving bastard. He stole from himself. Literally stole from himself. The Den-O trilogy movies, so good.
He was one of those characters that they never really fully explained why he did any of the shit he did. And now we won't get to find out anymore.
I mean, his theme song basically explains his character. I am the end, the end. And the treasure hunter. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Right? Such a banger. I'm not the biggest fan of Dien's design, but like
I like it.
Him as a character, he was really fucking fun. He was just always a pain in Tsukasa's ass.
So yes, he's announced that he's retiring from show business. He has expressed his sincere gratitude to staff and fans who have supported him for over 20 years. He will still continue streaming and posting on social media accounts.
I'll still never forget when Ichi and I were like did an episode together, and we were like, "Oh, what is like Dien gonna show up and he's gonna have like a light blue Dien driver or something, like a Neo Dien driver?" And literally that week we got scans of the exact thing we were talking about.
Yep, and now I have it. I have that Neo Dien driver on my shelf right now.
Yeah, you do. It's fucking sick.
Oh, this is interesting. Even if he's retiring from show business, he has assured fans through a Twitter post that he will be back in a Kamen Rider project whenever and however many times you call him.
Fuck yeah!
So this may not be...
He's one of those people who just loves the character. I love that.
No, those are my favorite types of actors. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't get paid enough and stuff. If they just love to play the character and they do it for the fans, those are the type of people I adore.
Damn it,
Jim Carrey turned into that now.
Like Tom Cruise, like the man's like in his mid-60s and he's still doing all these crazy fucking stunts, making these amazing fucking movies. So like, I love that guy.
So yeah,
nice.
As I was going to say before Decker stole it, this may in fact not be the end.
Anyways, that's cool. Okay, well, anyways, like, good. Congratulations to his marriage and stuff. But I'm glad he's gonna come back as the end if they ask him to.
Yeah. God knows if he didn't actively say that, fucking Masahiro Inoue would have dragged him kicking and screaming anyway.
Oh no, Masahiro Inoue would have come over to his house and be like, "Bitch, if I'm showing up in something, you're showing up in something."
Dragged him kicking and screaming.
No, it's the end.
He's just taking a time break.
Time break.
Yeah, he might. I could see him being an outsider season 2. That'd be fun.
Let's go for a Kamen Ride.
So this won't be his final Kamen Rider.
All right, we're done.
Gekijoba.
All right, let's go on to Gavv time.
Gavv time.
Gavv time.
Gavv time.
Guys, I think Hanto and Rakia are getting along. They're bonding.
I love that the conceit for this entire episode was Hanto looking to Rakia and going, bruh, you ain't the only one with backstory.
You ain't the one.
It was great, though.
What shit?
The fact that they had to go through this, though, like, I feel bad for Hanto because he keeps having to go through these moments of like, I don't know what's going on. Why does everyone freaking hate me?
Am I the last one to learn everyone's character arcs?
My mom was killed by being thrown into a pool of stomach acid.
You got to say goodbye to your little brother. My mom got literally tossed in a vat of acid.
For 18 years, I've been dealing with this shit.
No, his thing was, for 18 years, I had no idea what happened to her.
Everybody stop trauma shaming everyone else.
I don't think it's trauma shaming. I think it's trauma flexing, where they're trying to be like, who had the bigger problem.
And I'm saying it's not a dick. Well, it's not a dick measuring contest.
Why not?
No.
It's a tier trail measuring contest.
I wanted to talk about this real quickly. So, like, I'm glad Raven's here because he's gonna explain this. So, someone commented on like our episode last week saying like. Because like I complained about how the Stomach family hasn't done jack shit basically all show, and then like he's like, oh, what do you think of like the sisters now from Gotchard? And I was like, no, the sisters were like interesting characters and stuff like that. The Stomach family are interesting characters too. They just haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So it's so funny that they compared them to the sisters. Given we're talking about Gotchard again.
Yeah, Nielv and Jeep have been the only ones to actually like. Do something.
No, like, something too, but half of it was dying.
Guys,
yeah.
Let's not lie here. Longo has done something.
Man,
he lost control of the company.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah,
can we really credit him for doing that?
Bullshit.
That shit just kind of happened at him.
That just kind of happened, and he just rolled over and took it like he's been doing.
No, for 3 episodes, he was just sitting there being like, man. I lost my company. Fuck.
That sucks.
Now I'm stock acquisition? Fuck.
Did he sound like that? Is that
that's my dub voice for him.
How will I afford my comb-overs?
Friggin' Red Gavv, man. Fuck.
Fuck, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just ends every sentence. Just fuck.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm laughing.
So, like, someone needs to just club this guy over the head, get Keanu Reeves.
I was thinking Keanu.
Have him play Longo from now on.
Basically.
Call no attention to it.
Yeah.
It'll be exactly the same, but at least it'll have a personality.
Longo, are we gonna beat that Red Gavv? Yeah.
And his last word would have to be that too, right?
Just like later, as when they defeat the president and they take back control of the company, Longo just walks in. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh, that's cute. You think he's going to defeat the president? I think he's going to get him addicted to dark treats.
Oh right? Yeah.
No, yeah, I love that the president. So like the guy he like gave the dark candy to, he came back and he's like, I want more dark candy. I'll fucking do anything to get my hands on it. And the president's like,
for the dark treat.
Anything, huh? And I was like, oh, this guy's smart. Now he's gonna start selling the dark candy to like the rich and like high privileged people because they're gonna pay anything to get their hands on it. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, apparently that guy who's now addicted to the dark candy, he's going to turn into Bitter Gavv next week.
It's
really
head America.
That's gonna be fun to see.
I just love that like Nielv was like looking at like a Bitter Gavv hey, look at me as C3PO, that's sick. Oh, I even put the Xbox logo on the fucking bottom. That's awesome.
No, I can't stress this enough. I love the fact that in this show the president has, I don't know what this guy's role is next to the president. Like he's like
I think he was like the CEO of a different company separate from the Stomach company.
Okay, so just got him addicted to crack.
Yes.
Just absolutely just shoved drugs down his gullet.
Yep.
And now he controls this guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nefarious.
Pretty much.
I'm sure they're
He's got a backstory. You idiots! We've all got backstories!
God damn it!
Yeah.
I think that's the episode name.
Yeah. I
Backstory.
100% see the rest of this show going, some big fight will happen, the president and or his daughter will get screwed over for something, and after, like, losing a battle, they'll, like, stumble off, and Longo will just, like, force a dark treat down their fucking throats.
Yeah.
Get them addicted to it, and now you work for me.
Oh.
And then Longo will get stabbed in the back by Nyelv later on, because Nyelv is definitely going to be the actual final villain, right?
Yeah.
The one who's actually doing shit behind the scenes.
Oh,
fucking Orb. No. Basically, Granute Trump got Granute Elon addicted to crack.
Basically.
No, and like freaking Nyelv like went to go visit like Grunkle Dente, and he's like, oh, we need you back, man. Like, work on Darkane. Just like your tech's so good. Like you recreated my belt. Like no one else could do that. Only you could. And then we found out that apparently Nyelv was mentored.
It was his mentor, yeah.
That makes a lot of fucking sense. And like he's trying to convince him to like come back, and he's like, no. And I'm like, you leave Grunkle Dente alone, you shit.
I love.
You will not.
Like obviously Dente's not gonna take it, but I just imagine that scene going like, Are you suggesting that I leave this cave made of rocks that I can eat?
I live in a delicacy.
No, I'm sitting here like you leave this Granute to freaking eat human snacks bare ass naked.
Leave me to my retirement. This didn't used to be a cave before I got it.
Yeah, he just ate a mountain like a freaking
He's just been slowly eating the fucking mountain
this
for
man,
long enough that he's made himself a house.
You know, they say that people sometimes eat their way out of house and home. This man ate his way into house and home.
Into house and home.
Headcanon.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be headcanon.
100% my headcanon for this. Like, okay. No, there was no cave there before.
Someone needs to look at...
been eating his way into the mountain.
Someone needs to go back to the first time we saw Dente in that cave and see if the size of his cave has actually grown.
No, so Decker also explained to me while I was watching the episode earlier today. I noticed that like they used a lot of green screen, especially like in Uncle Dente's cave. And apparently, like the cave's like a property or something like that, and so they didn't like have time to like always like recreate the set. So they just like
it's Dente's property.
I thought this was leading to it was green screens. That way they could easily modify it for it to be bigger because he keeps eating it.
Oh,
that'd be hilarious. But no.
Yeah, no, it was just like it was weird because like everyone was like really weirdly out of focus and stuff, and it was like because like they were trying to make it like the lighting dimmer because it was a cave, but it was like just not working, and I was like, it looks
Dente
bad.
ate too much cave. But yeah, so Nyelv is now a threat to Dente, so now Dente is like, well, time to make a new power-up for Shoma, which is why we're gonna get Overgav next week.
I'm going to fucking die. Better give Shoma his final form now.
Yeah.
Don't say
or I
don't
die.
want him to die. Come on.
I don't want him to die either.
No,
It's
Uncle
a
Dente's
possibility.
precious.
Look, I just want to point out how dark literally every ounce of backstory in this goddamn show is.
Yeah.
They will not hesitate to kill Uncle Dente.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
Let's not gloss over too hard the fact that Shoma's mom got kidnapped and then forced to bear Granute's child.
Yeah.
Seemingly against her will for the most part. So
No, this show is a great one for like, oh, look, it's the funny snack show. Darkest backstories you can imagine.
Like
Guy!
Yeah.
Darkest snack.
I was thinking darkest sketch.
Yeah, this is what they do. The juxtaposition of the really kooky, colorful fucking gimmick scheme, super goddamn dark backstory. It's what Toei does.
Yeah.
I kind of love it, unfortunately.
I'm just imagining, like, we find the director of Gavv, and it's like we get him in a trap, and he's all, like, tied up like a Scooby-Doo villain. It's like, let's find out who this director really is. Get her Obuchi!
Yeah, it's freaking kill 'em all or Obuchi.
Or trust me, I think about that all the time when I watch Gavv.
Okay, this is gonna sound terrible. I want so bad for there to be a director's cut of the episode where they explain Hanto's mom's backstory, and I want them to dwell on that scene where she gets tossed into the acid.
Oh God!
Well on it, just see it in every.
Just screaming and dissolving.
Watch her just get slowly Peter Parkered.
Yeah,
I'm just always thinking of like that security guard from Batman Forever. Oh no, it's boiling acid.
Why would it have to be boiling if it's already acid?
I don't know. He was freaking out. He didn't know what was happening. So meanwhile, Shoma is
on a date with Lizelle.
With Lizelle, and like, I hate her so fucking much, but God, is she so smart.
I really hated those shots where it zoomed into her face, like, but what about this? And I'm like, back the fuck up, lady.
Yeah, so she gets like this really nicely like designed like pancake dish,
and she swirls it all over the place. It's like, no, eat your food.
And she swirls it and she's like, that's better. And I'm just like, and then she eats it and she's like, no, my cooks make way better shit. I'm like, shut up.
She's an alien though. Like, remember, she's an alien.
I was like, okay, I get it. She's the kind who enjoys seeing messy destruction. Got it.
No. I was like, oh no. I like earth tones. It's my ultimate enemy. Plum tones. No.
You were saying that about the flowers that were in that area.
Greens and purples don't interact.
He's 100% a sadist. 100%.
Oh no, she likes.
Here's the variation.
She likes watching him suffer.
Hey, that looks great. Thank you, Emily.
Shiny.
They're not very good, but I wanted to make you something. You do not have to pay me for any of this. It's so poop.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I'm gonna make him a picture right now.
So we get another one of those store exclusive Gochizos. This time Caramel Mel gets used, and instead of, again, just like Pop Burn, instead of having a form, all it does is shoot thick, gooey chocolate blocks.
Are
they like half melted? I
guess.
Yeah, like they're caramel.
Shoma and the new powers that are just things getting fired out of his crotch.
I thought it was
a theme.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking hilarious that like this whole episode we're focusing on like Hanto and Rakia and like they're getting through like their bonding and all this shit, and then just like Shoma shows up. He's like, "Hey guys, I saved all the people by the way."
I had a B plot by the way.
I saved some guys.
Kicking the fucking Asian into a fucking wall with the kicking gummy, and I was like, "Holy shit, Gav, you're awesome."
He's like, "You guys want to go get some shawarma?"
I finished my B plot for this week. You want to get some shawarma?
You know, after last week having their Joseph Joestar and Avdol moment. But,
yeah.
You know.
Very nice. He's a Chad.
I just love so Vrem and Valen have this like double henshin and fight against the mantis monster, and like Valen has this bit where he starts like tanking all of the mantis's goo, and then it just eventually goes to, oh no, I'm out of goo.
I ran out of snot.
Yeah, that's what he said in the sub that I watched. Was I'm out of mucus?
Yeah, it was mucus.
I'm out of snot. I'm like, man, you blew your nose so hard you finally cleared it.
Yeah.
Good on you.
What's that like?
I loved.
Yeah, I know exactly. I wish I could feel out of snot.
I fucking wish.
Yeah.
I loved the fighting, the choreography, the camera shots they had, like where they were fighting. It was so good, and just like the teamwork, like Hanto was smart to like take all the mucus so that Rakia could go in and like finish him off. So that was really cool.
It's so funny to think that like Valen is at probably his final form, and Vram is still at his base form.
The question is he getting anything more? Is the fucking Jello? Is the Jello form just his fucking? He got his upgrade form almost immediately, and that's it.
I think it's not too late for Vram to get a proper final form.
Because once again,
I will put to you again what I've been campaigning for since he was announced: applesauce form.
Maybe, but the thing I keep thinking about with him is technically when he first debuted, he was already like above the two of them in power level.
Sure.
And then got an upgrade form like 3 episodes in.
I wouldn't call Jelly an upgrade. It's more like a lateral form change. It has a more powerful ability, but at the form overall.
Yeah, whenever they use it, it treats it the same as it treats a lot of Shoma's upgrades.
Yeah.
Where this one has a downside to it. And it always gets used as the, I need to finish this fucking thing fast, so let's go into the more powerful form kind of presentation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I think he's gonna get one more form. Applesauce sounds cool. I think it's gonna be creme brulee.
I didn't hear that. It's going to be, and then it cut out.
Creme brulee.
I was thinking it's
creme
gonna be
brulee.
Oh, creme brulee.
The fanciest of puddings.
If Ram doesn't get a new form, a final form in the show, it'll be a V Cinema.
Just every time he gets like the Gojizo, he puts it like on top of the belt, and then he has to like torch it before he ends.
No.
Gojizo. Oh my god!
No, it'll be like a new unique Gochizo that has like the torching functionality built into it.
Damn.
That's how they
Self-torching
die.
creme brulee?
Yeah.
That sounds fucking out
A
of the
masochistic creme brulee. But I also feel like if any place in the world would have that, it would be Japan. They'd invent a package where it does that.
Or his final form is just cup ramen.
Gav already had a ramen form.
Did he? Oh yeah, fuck.
It's in the Hyper Battle video.
Oh,
not
that's
good.
why.
Cup
don't
ramen,
remember-
I
I
was
don't
gonna say
remember it.
cup ramen's not a snack, but
But they did it, so it could be considered.
Yeah.
It's a Gav form.
It's considered a snack when you don't actually make the soup.
Yeah,
The
yeah, you
fucking
just like
noodles.
munch it.
You
Yeah,
start munching on the noodles.
I've done that.
And I think every like middle schooler did that at least once.
Yeah. So anyway, they kill the Mantis, and before he dies, he says that he knows nothing about the murder of Komel. And honestly, that's on Rakia for assuming that he was Komel's murder just because he had a slashing ability.
You know what?
Yeah, like
I
several
think
people could have that.
What just got said in the chat may actually be the most realistic.
Cheesecake?
Answer. Cheesecake. If you've ever seen a Japanese cheesecake, it does just it is kind of shaped like a fucking flan.
It is. Yeah, it's a souffle
So,
cheesecake.
It's
Yeah.
it's shaped like that. So no, that's 100%. That makes more
Here's
sense.
the-
either
Does it-
cheesecake or souffle.
Here's my question though: does it go in a
It could
cup?
be a souffle. It could
probably
be. Yeah,
could.
that's the thing. I
Because
don't
everything
know
in the
if it goes...
everything that goes in the Vrastum driver is
It's
something
like
that is in a cup.
thing. I think I'm almost certain. Like I've seen like Japanese cheesecake sold in like a cup as like just the way to have them on a shelf. without
I've
it just
only
being
ever seen
on a
them.
plate.
I've only ever seen them in boxes. I have seen creme brulee and tiramisu in cups.
I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I think if he did get a cheesecake form, pairing him up with Gavv caking would be fun.
But honestly, souffle wouldn't be bad because that is always served in a ramekin, like a little cup sort of thing.
Yes, it
And
could just be the souffle
rises.
itself.
It's
Yeah.
the highest of them, and it's the fluffiest, and it's the hardest to make.
Yeah.
I'd like Valen to get like a lava cake form. That'd be sick.
I think
That would be
lava-
awesome. Yeah.
Drown his enemies in chocolate ganache. It'd be freaking awesome.
Just to jump off, I see what Orb's suggesting, and like I kind of see that being
She
possible.
does have a scythe.
She does have a scythe, and she is the enforcer
Yeah.
of the family.
Oh no,
So
she
Glotta-
did it, didn't she?
Glotta does make perfect sense being Komel's murderer.
I think that's a solid
Yeah.
possibility.
She's got the fucking energy scythe, and that could have made the mark. She's the enforcer who like punishes the fucking.
That's-
Oh, but here's the
people.
other thing. Like, would a member of the family actually care that much about some random, like...
Someone's
I
got
mean,
to
I don't think
discipline
he's
the
some
workers.
random
Set an
guy.
example. Set an example.
Someone's got to discipline the workers.
If Komel, like, number one, stopped stopped giving them stuff, apparently managed to break free of his addiction.
Which by itself is huge.
That's a gigantic thing.
No, that's amazing.
And
Absolutely amazing.
Number three, found his way home when it's been stated a couple times that all of the part-timers literally get bags put over their heads when they're brought to the human world, so they have no idea where the fucking entrances are.
Yeah.
He found his way back, broke free of the addiction, and made his way back into the Granute world. Yeah, Glotta being one who punishes people, as far as we've seen, she went herself to check in on one of the part-timers early on. That's when we first saw her encounter Hanto.
Yeah.
So she does.
Also, she probably doesn't want him spilling information about their
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, so she's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take
Also-
him out.
I was mad at Rakia at the start of the episode because he yells at Sachika to like ask for information, get information for him, and then he apologized later, and I was like, "That's right."
I like
Actually
that,
apologized.
I like that Sachika's response to it was like, "Well, now I'm not gonna." It's like, not even like being, oh my god. It's just kind of a...
Well, if you're going to have that kind of attitude, then fucking no.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that then. Why? Take that tone with me.
You need to take a chill treat.
Right? Like a chilled rock or something. I don't know.
Chilled rock. We'll suck on some ice.
He's an ice cube, yeah.
Yeah, I guess an ice cube's the closest we can get to eating a rock.
She can literally just tell him suck an ice cube.
I'm gonna do it Kamen Rider Ram style. I'll just bash it with a rock. Rakia, Hanto, you don't want to do that. Oh, but I do. It's a Wild reference.
I was gonna say, what is that referencing? Because I swear it's something, and that's what it is.
So yes, next week we're gonna see Magen become the new Bitter Gavv, which means we're finally not only gonna see Bitter Gavv break Cookie, but probably Baki stick form that we've been fucking waiting for forever.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man, come on.
And also Over Gavv.
Over Gavv.
Yeah.
All over Gavv, sir.
It's a Goji Zone, Ned. $90. I'm so glad we made that joke. It's so funny.
Gavs love candy.
They do.
Engage. Okay, I have to address this first because this fucking killed me. So like the whole premise of this episode was like it's a monster that like turns like a part of the city into like the Showa Era. And I like Decker is my like a bunch of others is my witness. I saw fucking Gozu Unicorn. She pulls out her fucking phone and it's just
a rotary phone.
I fucking died. That is the funniest fucking shit.
It's just a whole rotary phone.
So clever. It was so well done.
I saw that and I'm like, that's what it would
funniest shit.
Yeah.
It's so good. Her reaction, she's like, eh. Like, oh man.
I had a pretty funny thought while watching this episode.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Is the Japanese equivalent to OK Boomer Soda Showa?
Oh my god, it kind of... Oh no.
Yeah, fucking hell, Leaf. That was my thing, too. No, I just did not expect to see the freaking Zubat thing. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I was quite happy with that.
I only know what that is because fucking Mizuki Ichiro did the fucking theme song.
I was gonna say this would be a good time for Gar to be here to explain that.
Oh no, I know what it is because I got excited too. I was like, ah!
No, I know Zubat. I've heard of him.
I did not realize that Gar was not going to be here, and I'm so sad.
I know.
Yeah, he'd have been sitting here explaining the whole plot points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know what it is because I was going through music stuff and just like, oh hey.
So
Mizuki Ichiro did a song for whatever this show is. Let me go check it out. Oh, okay.
So I like that Kichino was like fully like on board with this whole like Showa thing.
Did you say
and,
Kijino?
Yeah.
It's Kinjiro.
Kinjiro, sorry.
Kichino is Dawn Brothers.
I am severely disappointed.
You understand my confusion. Anyways, yeah. So I liked me and Decker did some research. So he was like talking about how like, oh, like, yeah, I love the Showa Era, blah, blah, blah. So like I looked it up. So like technically he's 87 years old, and apparently the Showa Era ran from 1926 to 1989. Mm-hmm. So and he was born in 1938. So he lived for the first 51 years of his life was him living in the Showa Era.
I'm thoroughly disappointed in him with the phone thing, though.
What?
What?
Oh yeah, when they quiz him.
What do you mean the 80-year-old man's go-to? How do you mime using a phone? And he fucking went for the
smartphone now.
And he did the smartphone thing, and I'm like, bullshit.
I was also very disappointed.
Like fucking no, for multiple reasons. Bullshit. I am way younger than that. I'm a fucking millennial. I still do the fucking. Still do the fucking flip phone, hold it to your
oh yeah,
no, your head thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And, but secondly,
you have to do the Inspector Gadget gesture.
Even more bullshit.
Exactly. That's where I learned that from.
Even more bullshit because this is Japan, and smartphones didn't catch on until less than 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah, flip phones were still very much a thing.
Phones forever,
for a while.
yeah.
bullshit, the 80-year-old man is going to be using the smartphone motion.
Yeah, that felt a little out of character.
But he also said that it might be because he's like trying hard,
to be
like
young.
like his youth has has sunk into his bones. But
he's trying to be like a younger person, so he's trying to get like hip with the kids. So he's probably just for the past like however long it's been since he started being a younger person, he's probably just been using a smartphone constantly. So
I know that we got like a little hologram silhouette of his old man form again in this episode, but I feel like if there was any episode where he was going to lapse on his egg treatments and go back into the old man form, this would be the perfect episode.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm shocked we didn't get to see him eating any eggs in this episode.
Yes, we did.
Did he?
Yeah.
When did he eat an episode? When did he eat an egg?
He ate an egg while he was talking to them and like the 2/3 mark.
Oh, right, yeah.
While he was talking to Sumino.
Yeah,
literally just peeling a hard-boiled egg during that, stares at it, pockets it for a few minutes, and then at the end of the conversation just pops the whole goddamn
Just
thing
slurp.
into his mouth.
I'm like, all right.
All right, let's go.
So I was surprised to see that Meguru's alive, but now he's under control through the power of evil VR sunglasses.
Yes.
Also, my mind was blown when their fucking castle like opened up.
Yeah,
and it's a fucking ring box with a ring in it. I was like, holy shit!
I saw it like the little the lid opened up and the ring like deploys up top, and I'm like, what possible function does that serve?
Well, they're wedding themed villains, so
I
it makes
know,
sense.
but like, does that do anything practical, or is it just for show?
Maybe the jewel on the ring is a mighty death ray that destroys stuff.
I was gonna say like omnidirectional surveillance camera.
Yes,
well, because like the queen is like a part of the building, isn't she? Or
I don't think she's part of the building. She's just in a very big room with a very small door.
Yeah.
The best way
that she is the castle.
I don't know if we're going
that's
that
what
far.
I was thinking. I don't know though.
We know what Tekajun looks like because we saw the toy release.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember, unfortunately.
She feels like she should be like the height of the castle, though.
You know,
she's just in a very big room.
You know Garyudo's changer?
Yeah.
It opens up into the Tekajun the same way the Tegasword does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what that is.
So she's the Bundi of this situation.
Yes. I love that they referred to Daizujin as that overgrown toy. It feels like this episode had just a little bit of that contempt for the overpopularity of Mighty Morphin that I'm feeling.
Okay.
Although...
Question.
Yeah.
Wasn't the black and gold Megazord a toy exclusive?
Yes.
Yep.
That's why it's such a big deal that it is now canon.
I mentioned last week that Raven owns one.
I
so.
do.
Yeah,
and I just sat there staring at it in the show, like, oh, I saw it in the preview for the week before that, and I was like, oh, they're doing what?
Black Daizujin.
My childhood dreams are coming to life.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why they call it an overgrown toy.
Yeah,
that could be part of it.
That was definitely a shot at Power
Yes, Kizuna, I'm also sad it didn't have a cloak.
Right? I would have been fine if it showed up in a cloak.
Right? But
this is the dark edgy one.
Post the cloak.
But what I did notice with that whole Daizujin fight was when it showed up and started doing shit, they were using like the old school Showa era effects too.
Yeah.
Like that was like the biggest blaster of the past, just to see that thing moving with those effects.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
And the Fireblade too.
Yeah, and I love just
that
like
was
in
all
general.
Over the place, yeah.
While they were in quote unquote Showa world, they actually put a sepia tone over everything.
Yep.
Not only that, but a film filter over it.
Yeah.
No, that's how you know that it's old timey.
I think Paul mentioned he was hoping that the opening sequence would have the Showa filter on it too.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
I thought it was so fucking funny when like she goes to like confront him later and he's like sitting on a bench just like brooding or something, and you can see where like the Showa like spell is like cut off.
Yep. Across the river, everything's normal.
I'm like, oh, because there's just like the word Showa just like in the sky.
The fucking sky.
Yeah, and that's just like raining down on this specific area of the city, and I'm like, oh, that's funny.
So yeah, the monster of the week is the Showa No One. And it looks like a fucking lemur, and I have no idea what that's about.
Yeah, I missed that one too. I was like,
I was gonna ask about that too.
He's got that Showa Era swirl that the Showa Era was always known for.
Yeah, that much.
Sure.
He likes swirls a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, so he challenges Kinjiro to a Showa off, and oh my god.
It's time to find out who is the number one at being a geezer.
Basically.
Go! Boomer! Number one!
Yep, just...
It was also nice to very, very briefly see the landlady and her child again after not seeing them for X weeks.
Yeah, I think. Sometimes I feel like they got evicted from their home when when the Yellow Ranger
when
bought
Ryuki
it.
took over. Oh my god.
Oh, you thought I was gonna return it to you?
Yeah.
No.
Hotaru can still live here, but you guys you gotta get the.
By the way,
taking over your room.
By the way, what do you think about the results of last episode, where the only reason Hotaru is around is A, he still owes them all a lot of money, and B, he is literally their pet dog.
Oh god, you're right.
I have thoughts about that whole arc, but let's.
My general response is, yes, this is the crackhead team I signed up for.
My response is, now featuring the writer's thinly veiled fetish.
And it's about to get worse.
Yeah.
It's about to get worse when Galred shows up.
Oh yeah, because he's the beast tamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have actual pet play.
So I love that, like, the reason Sumino comes around on the Showa Era being cool is because of this one nice sunset scene she sees. And my immediate response to that is, are you implying that modern day doesn't have sunsets? I'm sure you can find equally pretty views.
No, like you could go to that area. That sunset is no longer visible, but I actually prefer the reasons that the modern era is great, even for fans of Showa, because all the merchandise is being made for stuff that wasn't made before.
All those things that you loved back then. Look at all this merch.
Merch, capitalism.
Merchandising.
But that's the thing. Like
where
I
the
grew
real
up
money
obsessed.
for the movie is made.
I grew up like obsessed with Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park, and he had no merchandise, and then suddenly in like the last 5 years he's on everything.
Nostalgia bait!
Exactly. He is getting nostalgia baited and he is loving it, and then he can order nostalgic food via DoorDash.
Wait,
we have convinced you to love the modern age with the power of Uber Eats!
Yep.
Fucking the Green Ranger goes up to him, hey, have you read Kamen Rider Spirits? It's amazing.
It's been re-released.
Listen, we live in an era where I can order Cineplex movie popcorn to my door.
Fuck yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
10 years ago, you couldn't do that shit. You had to go to the actual movie theater if you wanted.
You can get the $40 bag of popcorn that lasts
the lamps turn on.
Yeah.
And the monster's like, no, I prefer the inconvenience of the old ways. And Kinjiro goes, people back then didn't like it because it was inconvenient. It was all they had.
Yeah, that.
So they built towards the future. You've lost your Showa spirit because they were working towards the future.
He makes a really good point.
I fucking love the bit where he was like, what I love about Showa is sleep learning. I love Showa very much. Does that actually work? No!
We all thought it did. Oh my God.
Are you saying that me listening to Game Grumps sleep aid videos isn't helping me memorize everything they've ever said?
I mean, you already do memorize everything they've ever said.
Thing.
True.
And it's like the Showa Era. What was it known for? Scams!
If it was printed in a magazine, you'd believe it.
And lots of porn, too.
Slap Chop is a Showa throwback.
You know what else the Showa Era is apparently known for? Disco balls and Austin Power costumes.
I was gonna say that felt a little bit, but also it was part of the Showa Era, wasn't it?
You gotta be real. The Showa Era included the 70s.
There was a gas shortage and a flock of seagulls. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh Christ.
Oh, the show.
So yeah, then like Horu and Yellow, they're just like, oh, we're gonna summon Bouquet because we want to rescue what's his face.
They actually finally in canon realized hey, the villains are showing up in and out of anything circular.
Right, let's rephrase that. It's not that they finally realized. Horror has been aware of that the entire goddamn time,
But
and just mentioned
finally
it
highlighting
for the
it.
first time.
People are underestimating this man. Like I'm a Horu fan. I love him. He's great.
You're a Horu fan?
Yeah, I'm a whore for Horu. Okay, I love his howl.
Horu.
It's the
No.
funniest shit ever, and I want more of it. We got a howl this episode. I was really happy about it.
I've said it plenty, but his acting is distractingly bad, and I can't get over it.
He's not very emotive in the face. Like, whenever he's doing his Megazord cries and he's doing his big attack stuff, he's just stone face while he's doing it. And it's weird.
Them being unhinged in the Megazord cockpit was specifically so that the actors could act on screen more, and Horu is wasting it.
Yeah.
It was like, whose kid is this?
Wow.
He's a nepotism hire.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't
don't know.
that.
Okay, so
No, that's mean.
we get to the other feature of the episode. They got the Ninja ring, and they use its ability to clone the Tegazord so that we can have all 5 Tegazords on screen together.
No. You're skipping on the best fucking part. So he transforms into Aka Ninja, and he's like, I'm feeling this hot warmth in my body.
I didn't want to
And then I'm just like, is he gonna fucking say? He goes, more Tegazord!
No!
I was like, yeah! And that triggered
done did
everyone 10 years ago.
I'm not sure how I feel about one of their powers being one of the shittiest Sentai shows, but
No. Hashtag Ninja was fun. I loved it.
It was fun.
No, Ninja was fun. Some of
good.
our best. Some of our best early episodes was just Ninja. We had so much to say about that show.
Yes, it was entertaining because it wasn't good. It was fun.
The best bit was Fire the Ninjas.
yeah.
We'll never have a morpher shaped after a burger ever again.
And thank
I like the
fuck for that.
burgers.
No.
As much as I love burgers, I'm also glad we got that out of the way and never will go back.
No, I love the change burger. It's great. Anyways,
Next Sentai announced to be based on a burger chain. They're all using hamburger.
God
morphers.
damn it!
say cheese.
They each have a hamburger changer, and each of them, to signify which rangers they are, puts a different topping on there.
Yeah, different toppings.
Yeah, what would the
one of them's
sixth
just
ranger be? Like a hot dog? Or
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
the poutine.
One of them's
No,
just got a
you
chicken
poutine.
burger for some reason.
Red
Crispy
tomato,
sandwich?
green lettuce, yellow cheese.
No one says chicken burger anymore. It's crispy chicken sandwich.
I like chicken burgers.
Yeah, that's crispy
There's
chicken
a
sandwich.
distinction, but I won't get into it here.
Go to fucking Halifax and try and tell them that.
Yeah, I will. No. But yeah, no, it was really cool seeing all 5 Tegazords like on screen. That was really fucking cool. And then, of course, they're all up their own fucking asses because they think it's about them.
None
and
of
they
them
all
are coordinated.
They're like, none of them are coordinated. They all pull their fucking finishers.
Yeah, they're not really a team yet.
And then like Horu goes in for the final kill, and he's like, yeah, guys, I did. He looks over at all of them. They're all just posing like, yeah, I did it. And I'm like, you guys.
I mean,
Sorry.
I will. Let's give credit where credit is due. This is the first time they've done this.
That's
This
true.
is the first time
also
it's
true,
ever
yeah.
not just been the guy in the mech doing it.
Yeah. They've got to learn how to do it.
Also, I
Gotta
find
be
it funny
clean.
how they seemingly required 5 of them just to deal with Daijujin when
But
Horu more or less did it himself.
But this is Black Daijujin.
I get that, yeah.
Berserker Daijujin. Even though the guy in
Berserker!
We had an actual Sentai mech show up, so we need all 5.
Yeah. I love that, like, as they defeat him, you see Meguru in the cockpit, like, all wiggly. It's like,
No,
Meguru, do the Wiguru!
No, I
The
saw
only way
that
it was
happen, and I
embarrassing
was
is
like,
that-
thank God the cockpit of Daijujin's in the head and not the chest. But yeah, so they rescue him, and he's like, well, my job's here's done. My wish was to form a Sentai team. That's what I
Goodbye
did.
forever, I guess.
Yeah, I was
Bye,
like,
I might show up, but no promises made.
Those
Yeah,
guys brain
no-
scrambled me. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I'm really hoping-
Bye.
I'm really hoping endgame of this show we let all the rival Reds like show up to help.
I've noticed that Gar left at the same time that he left.
Megaru!
Person. Emily, you're onto something.
And then we get this bit at the end with Kinjiro and Sumino where she starts calling him Kinji, which is funny because G means old man.
I at first didn't think she knew he was an old man because I don't remember if she was there for that.
She's a detective. She knows all.
I think they even if she didn't hear it on screen, I'm sure he would have.
Also, wait a minute.
Guaranteed, she looked into him before she joined up with the team.
Oh, so wait a minute. Gar's not here, but Emily came back.
Oh my god, not
Yes.
again. No, we're not. No.
We're not starting shit again.
No,
Starting
not
this
again.
rumor again.
Emily and Gar are the same person.
No, Lane.
No. Anyways, this is a really solid episode. That shit with the phone was such top tier comedy I expect in Sentai. It's so good.
We had a Sentai episode that focused on very, very old themes and content. We make a very, very old Castranger joke. Now feels like the most appropriate time for me to respond with, have we really been doing it this long?
Yes, since the Heisei era.
So next episode, Galred shows up and tames Horu, and Rikuo said something about Rikuo Season 2, and I'm wondering what the hell that's about.
He changed his eye color again.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get more. We'll get more into his story. All right. Well, we're gonna switch over to feature topic, and I assume Emily has not watched it.
Nope, I have not, but I did. But I have to say thank you very much for having me again.
Yeah, welcome back.
And take care, everybody. Stay safe.
You keep talking like you're a guest. You're more of a main caster than Raven is right now.
Yeah, at this point.
I know, but I still want to thank you guys every time.
It's gonna take Raven a few more appearances for him to get bumped back up to core caster before I put the effort to edit him back into all the branding.
Hey.
Damn.
Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye, Emily. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Gotchenko.
And the thing. Oh, I did not miss that sound.
No, I kind of missed hearing that. That was always a cool thing in the Gotchard driver.
So, shot one of this special is this program contains blood. Blood.
Yeah. No, and you know what? That warning was very well warranted. My fucking god, there was so much blood in this special.
Not all of it practical.
No.
You are watching Garo.
That's true, but that show is very upfront.
So was this. They told you in the first 6 seconds.
No, I know. It's
There's
just
a big
people get
text screen
do people
with
get
a warning.
their fucking throats slit in Garo?
I'm not going to get into that.
Why not?
Yeah.
So yes, this is apparently set 10 years before Gotchard because Garion has not yet betrayed the Academy.
Hey.
No context for him.
No, I didn't watch Gotchard, so I had zero context for what the
Garion
fuck
is the main
happening.
villain of most of Gotchard.
That I could
Yeah, he was Paul.
out of what Paul was saying. Yeah.
He was
the
absolutely Paul's.
Orochimaru.
He was absolutely Paul's favorite character. He especially loved his one monocle.
I
That was
also-
fantastic.
I also gleaned that out of shit Paul was saying.
Angry.
So much.
So yeah, we get this opening scene of Garion summoning his 3 homunculus sisters to kick
Yeah, 'cause
the
the
ass
guy's
of some
like-
random Sigmas.
Yeah, because the monster's like, oh, you ready to fight my berserkers against your 2 homunculi? And Garion's like, psych, you got 3, motherfucker.
Why does this have the energy of a fucking Pokemon battle?
Yeah,
does.
you know what? You know what I was thinking? This
Go, Clotho!
I choose you!
Clotho! Clotho!
I have not seen Gotchard. I don't know any of the shit that happens in that show. This guy,
You must have been really weirded out seeing the fucking literal child.
Yeah, a little
Oh
bit,
my-
but,
Oh my god. I
But
need
what
to
I'm gonna
see.
say is I don't know anything about this character.
Yep.
But I get Eisen vibes. I really do.
Kinda.
No, so legit, Raven, no joke, his end goal was I'm going to turn the entire world into gold and everyone can live in
Yep.
gold.
He just wants the world to be frozen in gold and silent
He's
forever.
gold member.
Love
He's fucking gold member.
Yeah.
Except he's not funny.
Yeah.
No. It's not played by Mike Myers.
Stupid plan.
Naruto from Naruto. Oh, so like
Now-
strip down Aizen, who doesn't end up mattering at all by the end of the show.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so yeah, Kabuto is the better comparison. Got it.
It was Garyon kind of has the charisma of a villain, where it's like entertaining watching him say and plan things. But then when you realize what his actual plan is and how he goes about trying to do it, it just feels completely unfulfilling.
So just more on that Kabuto comparison. Did he get talked down by a random side character that everybody talks about really well?
I feel like Minato tried to talk him down, probably.
Okay. Because Kabuto and Naruto got talked down and bitched out of everything.
Well, yeah, Kabuto had his...
Imagine
Kabuto
a situation in which, like, the guy's giving his evil plan.
Yep.
And it's all sounding very sinister, and everyone's all really impressed.
Mm-hmm.
But when it all comes down to it, he's just like, and that's my plan, to spike the punch at the prom.
Okay, so it's the ending from Iron-Blooded Orphans. Got it.
I'm scared of those orphans!
Wow!
I'm scared of those orphans.
I have to say, the funniest bit in this entire fucking special is watching Garyon hold up 2 fingers and then add a third.
Oh my
2
god.
2 + 1 is 3!
2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4.
You fool! I had a third Pokemon all along!
This child!
And this one's hot!
No, just I have my berserkers. Oh, where's my autograph book? Berserkers, huh? Well, beat my kids.
God damn it!
Oh my fucking god! But yeah,
So
like,
anyways,
this fucking dude, his version of being a villain, this new character we meet, his plan is to just take a bunch of random Sigma-looking dudes and turn them into effectively zombies.
Right.
like rage zombies.
Yeah.
As you do.
As you do, as an alchemist.
So
No vision.
so this is about like Lachesis's like
Human base.
host, or like original human person,
Source
who she's
form.
like, her source. And so she's like this like street singer, and like she was inspired by her mother to like keep pushing towards her dream, and like it got
Who was
really
apparently
sad.
murdered in an alley.
Yeah,
As
but
you
no,
do.
she gets
Martha Wayne.
really. No, but it gets really fucking sad because like she's spouting like some like happy stuff, and then like in her head she's just like, yeah, this masks like what I'm really feeling inside. I'm like, oh, so she's really fucking depressed. I'm like, damn.
She's a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So Risa Arisugawa is her human name.
Yeah.
And then so some rando dudes just like get aggressive, and like some shit happens. Clotho saves her.
Did we catch the fact that those rando dudes who were causing trouble were his berserkers?
Yeah. So she gets saved from rando assholes by this strapping gentleman who introduces himself as one Dogami DuPont.
A name.
What a name!
A name
What a name.
only an author would make.
A name that makes me wish he was from Double, just so we could have the Dogami DuPont Dopont.
No, and like what? Yeah. So this guy, like our new character, he's played by Ultraman Jeed. So Car was here. He'd back me up on it. Yeah. So I can't tell you how heartbreaking it was to see his character the way he is, because his character in Jeed is like the sweetest boy. He's so nice, he's so caring, he wants to help everybody, he wants to just be a hero. And then I saw him in this and I was like, no.
So now I'm wondering if this was the actor going, I'm tired of playing a goody two-shoes, I want to be bad.
Going full Cena.
Oh, and he was creepy as fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Oh.
So we get a brief scene of like the alchemist school, and we get to see like young Minato and Kyoka as students.
Young Minato in air quotes.
Yeah. All they did was make his hair look stupid.
Yeah, and they put the senior like student clothes on them.
Yeah.
Going full Buscemi. He's just walking around like, greetings, fellow students.
Yeah.
Greetings, fellow kid.
Hey, Garyon, looks like one of our chemis is missing. Oh, don't worry about it.
That definitely won't come up later in this half-hour special.
Ah, it's fine.
It's cool. It's just one chemi. It's not even a good chemi.
It's not even one of the good ones.
It's not a full art. It's
Not
a full art chemi.
Not like we're gonna watch some random guy just inject it into his veins.
That was fucked up, but we'll get to that.
That was cool.
So we go back to Garyon and his 2 homunculi at the time.
Yeah, it was the best. It's like, Atropos, do you want to have a sister? Only if you want to have a sister. Clotho, fuck yeah, let's make a sister.
That was so weird. It's like, would you like a new baby sister who's older than you?
I have always been very uncomfortable
with Atropos, just in general.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
None of it is healthy. None of it seems legal.
Well, yeah, that's why he's the villain.
A bouncing baby girl. We know. I know. You know.
I've read card captors.
So they've apparently been like spying on Risa and like choosing her as their next target to make homunculi. And the way they do this is through something that I can only refer to as, behold, the viewing piss bowl.
Observe the viewing bowl.
I don't want to look at the piss bowl.
Okay, so
and here is like, look in the piss bowl.
Oh, you know what? It was probably gold because that makes sense because Garyon.
There was one bit, I might be remembering something wrong, but I could have sworn at some point Garyon mentioned that the reason they were scouting Risa specifically is because of that man who had scouted her. So what I thought we were leading up to was I thought DuPont was working for Garyon as like a talent scout, quote unquote, because he was a quote unquote talent scout of sorts.
He was just Diet Garyon.
Yeah.
Instead of,
he turned and then during that scene with young Minato and Kyoga, they're like, Professor Garyon, did you hear about the rogue alchemist doing illegal experiments?
What?
My immediate thought was, that's definitely not Garyon doing the things he was doing at the time.
Yeah. Like, this guy's whole motive was basically like, I want to be the best evil alchemist ever.
Like no one ever was? Pokemon!
Yeah.
Lots of gold, gotta get it all.
Gotchard, Gotchard then?
Gotta gotcha 'em all!
Gotta gotcha 'em.
Gotcha 'em! But yeah, so it turns out that Garyon and DuPont are fully unrelated, and DuPont was the rogue evil alchemist. And apparently his shtick was he scouts women that he likes and just random other people also, and just injects them with his weird powers and alchemy and turns them into berserkers, quote unquote, which are just fucking zombies.
Right.
Minus the rotting skin, I guess.
Right.
Like I said,
it's so much better than like enslaving the entire concept of a person.
Yeah.
Dissolving their body, moving them 2 feet to the right.
Yeah.
And putting them in a goth lolly costume.
We'll get to that.
Eventually.
That required naming them first.
So it's so fucking hilarious that like DuPont like brings her to like the alley where her mother was murdered, and then she's like, "Oh, this is where my mother was murdered." And he's like, "Yeah, why do you think I brought you here?"
I know.
I
know. I did it.
That came out of fucking nowhere for me. Like, all right.
I saw that coming a mile away. I was like, he's the one who killed her mom.
And then, just to prove how throwaway of a plot point this is, why did I kill her? Buh! I fucking forgot!
This is how I will piss you off to the point of making you a berserker. Because your mother's death meant so little to me, I don't even remember why I fucking did it.
Now that's some TTFC writing.
I want to make, he's like, I want to make you feel as sad as fucking He's like, I want to make you feel as sad as fucking possible, and then I'm gonna turn you into a rage zombie.
It was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like he does like he's like Garyon shows up, and then like he starts holding her, and then he licks her side of her face, and I was like, oh my god.
At that point I was like, alert, he's gone full Digimon try again.
I would not be surprised if that was like ad-libbed, like he just did that on a whim. So,
Freak the fuck out of the actress.
I would like to go ahead and guess that if he had ad-libbed licking her, he would have been fired for harassment.
People ad-lib shit to like.
Oh, yeah, I just thought it would
You're saying he would get away with licking someone when it's not in the script?
I mean,
Probably.
potentially. Just as a... I'm trying to make this character look creepy as fuck. I succeeded.
Yeah.
He succeeded!
That's not assault. That's doing his job.
That's not assault.
I just want...
It's not assault, that's acting!
This character...
I
needed
swear, Your Honor!
Yeah, this character just needed a little bit of spice to add to it. So I licked her. It added so much to the character.
Your Honor, the scene needed spice. Well, fucking acquitted. That'll hold up real well.
Sure will.
But yeah, so Garion shows up, and now we have this battle of two evil Poke Alchemists, and the man literally injects Dr. Kozo the Kemi into his veins, which I don't think anyone else has done in Gotchard before.
No.
We never saw that I almost said Gojizo, god damn it. We never saw that Kemi in the show.
Gotchard,
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dr. Kozo is not one of the important ones.
He's dead. Oh, we did? Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. I imagine it must have shown up at some point, but, like, this is a prequel, so wherever he showed up afterwards, this would have been after they defeated him.
Mm-hmm. So then we get into the big process of... Risa gets, like,
Fucking
brutally murdered.
injected
we made the joke. We made the joke where I'm like, because she has like a lot of blood on her face and like on her mouth and stuff. And I was like, oh no. And I'm like, it's okay, guys. She just drank too much ketchup. She says a little too much ketchup on her. Oh, see, she just went to sleep because she had too much ketchup.
And then she went to sleep.
That's my new favorite joke I like to make when I watch something and I see someone like dying or getting like brutally injured. I'm just like, they're fine. They'll be okay.
Not at all a coping mechanism.
No. And then we get the process of her becoming Lachesis.
Yeah, so he gathers a bunch of weird ingredients, a bunch of potions, does some ninjutsu hand signs, and says a prayer.
They're naked, probably, because she's definitely naked under that sheet.
Well, there's the thing. She was naked she was still clothed on the one side, and then he just disassembled her and reassembled her on the other side naked.
Yeah,
right?
so her human body gets decomposed and reassembled into Lachesis' homunculus body, which shows up fully naked, but her bits are covered up with the angelic light of censorship, a la Digimon Tamers Biomerge Evolution.
But I noticed they made one shot where, like, they do a shot on her, like a close up on like her thighs for like a second or two, and I'm just like,
yeah, they just kind of ran slowly up the leg for a way too long.
How funny would it have been if, because she's a homunculus, she just had Barbie crotch, like no genitals?
Yeah.
Like I gotta give the
hilarious if they just did that and just showed it.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta give the actors.
Like articulated thighs up here at all.
Yeah.
I gotta give the actors some major respect and for like filming that naked. Like, geez, that must take a lot of fucking courage.
I mean, with the number of times that Rider hires AV actresses,
we just finished Akiba Ranger.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Plus, I will say there have been other Toku actresses that have been in other things where they have been nude. First example I can think of is Haga Yuria, who was Marion Fies, was nude in a movie she was in.
And
how
do you know that?
Because I've seen it.
Yeah, he's seen it. He showed me too, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's Marion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We've also gotten Dan Kuroto pretty close to freaking crotch level.
Yeah.
He wore a Gamer Driver butt ass naked in the woods, and I was like, God damn. Yep. Anyway, so then we come back to Lachesis fucking just stabbing all these fucking raid zombies to death. And then, like, in her head, she's seeing like her dead mother being like, no, don't do this. This isn't like you.
No, don't burn the film stock.
Who the fuck are you, bitch?
Yeah,
keep stabbing.
They do the thing where it's like, Risa, who's that? I'm Lachesis.
Yeah, and then like she's getting her ass kicked by DuPont, and then like Clotho wants to go help, and Etripa's like, no, if she wants to be our sister, she can do this herself.
She's not our sister unless she can solo a bunch of Sigmas.
So yeah, then like she kicks his ass, and then literally like this special ends. No fucking joke. Slitting his fucking throat. Like you just see full on fucking blood spraying out of his throat. I'm just sitting there like, because like Ultraman Jeet is like my favorite like main Ultraman. And like I know
you enjoyed watching him getting violently murdered.
I just seen this and I'm like, oh my god!
He went from Jeed to Deed.
Fuck Jeed in particular.
No, Jeed's the good boy. He's precious.
He was the good boy.
Oh, Jeed! He's dead!
Ah,
No, I
Jeed!
know. Oh, Jeed, man. No, it was rough. I was like, damn.
I also love the bit where it's like, but my poison! Oh, you mean this poison? Stabs own wrist and watch the poison drip out. The poison for Lachesis poison.
That poison. Yes, that poison!
Got you covered.
Pull the driver, Crunk. Run, driver!
That would have been funny. But yeah, so she violently murders everyone and then happy ending, I guess?
I just want the fucking scene. It's like Lachesis narrating, and it's like, see this person over here? That was me before. This is me now. Winner, loser.
The Kamen Emperor's new ride.
The Kamen Rider's new belt.
And then it ends with the logo and then a pretty bitchin' theme song.
Crisis. It was actually really good. Sung by
Crisis, because they're sisters.
Yeah, and sung by all three of them, which was really cool.
Yes.
I loved it. It was a really banger song.
It was pretty good.
So bravo. Not bad, Gotchard. You made a pretty decent special. Not bad.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was alright.
No, I didn't hate it either.
It was fun.
It was I always like getting like extra writer, like world building and like expansion in like my writer.
The lore.
Yeah, lore. More lore is always a good thing, I think. So.
All right. Well, that's Castranger for this week. Jikai no Sentai Castranger. Next week will be episodes 7 and 8 of Sentai Daishikaku.
Ooh. So we get more of that.
Love that shit.
I know, it's such a good ending.
So excited for season 2.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Akiba Ranger.
Right.
We're gonna do that though.
Eventually.
Yep.
All right. Shout out to our currently active patrons, which include Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas, The Fool, Vegas Bear, and Luck. Thank you very much for supporting what we do.
Thank you.
Let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and we will see you next week!
May the force be with you.
Goodbye!